this lesson, the objective is that the student will be able to solve problems that involve percent. Percent means out of 100. The symbol that looks like the percent sign here is used to represent percent. For instance, 15% means 15 out of 100. It can be written in fraction form as follows, 15 out of 100. To convert this to a decimal, you just take the numerator 15 divided by the denominator 100 and you get 0.15. Now, in order to find the percent of a given number, convert the percent to a decimal number and multiply. So 20% is the same as 20 over 100, which becomes 0.20 when you go 20 divided by 100. So 20% of 80 is the same as 0.20 times 80, which is 16. 100% of 80, well, 100% is just 100 over 100, which is 1, times 80 is 80. 200% is 200 divided by 100 is 2, times 80 is 160. So let's look at an example. 1, write each as a percent. $7 out of $14, and B, 54 out of 100. So let's do that. So 1, A, we will have $7 out of $14, which we can just drop the units and go 7 divided by 14, 0.50, which becomes 50 out of 100, which then becomes 50%. Because remember, out of 100 means percent. So that's 50% for number 1. A. Now for 1B, we have 54 out of 100. Well, it's already out of 100, so we can just go 54%. Now, in number 2, A, in this one, we're finding percent of numbers. So we'll back up and look at this. Find the value of x for each problem. A, x is 40% of 80, x is 3% of 50 for B, and x is 180% of 32 for C. Well, they're all basically done the same way. So let's look at that. In A, x is 40% of 80. So we can go x is 40% of 80, which is 40% times 80, which is 40 out of 100 times 80, which is 0.40 times 80, which is 32. So that's basically how that's done. So I'll just shortcut the last ones here, because it's done basically the same way. So in B, x is 3% of 50, so x is equal to 3% times 50, which is 0.03 times 50, which is 1.5. And then in C, x is 180% of 32, so x is equal to 180% times 32, so it's equal to 1.8 times 32, which is 57.6. And that's how these are done.